Hey everyone, I was taking a nap this afternoon and my wife woke me up and told me that our water wasn't working. So I started the process of kind of troubleshooting what might be going wrong here. And we are on a well, so we have a big bladder tank here, and that comes with a pressure switch and then the actual well pump, which is outside, deep in the well, obviously. So I came down here and I got to looking at the switch for this. And at a first glance, everything looks pretty okay. You can get a screwdriver in here and see that, the contactors are moving. But if you look really close, you can see the difference between, let's see here, this contactor and this one. This one has sheared completely off. So we need a new one. So I went to Home Depot, bought this guy right here. Everbuilt. This matches our current switch, which is a 40 to 60 switch. So we're going to go ahead and get this swapped out and see if this solves our problem. All right, so first things first, you always want to verify that the power's off before you work on anything energized. So what I've got here is my trusty voltmeter. I don't know if I can prop that up in a way you guys can see it. Might be able to hold it. So just put the negative on here and touch each one of these terminal points and see what it reads. So according to this, we still got power. So our very poorly marked panel box upstairs obviously needs to be remarked, because the one marked well is not the one we need. So we'll be right back. Got it. Okay, so flip a couple more breakers. We'll see what this shows. Hopefully this is it. I unfortunately killed the power to this side of the basement, so won't have a whole lot of light to go off. Nope. Not it. Well, be back at it. All right, round 3 here. Let's see what we got. That guy in there. Dang, still got power. I'll tell you what, the guy that remodeled this house, he cut so many corners and nothing is labeled the way it should be. I really just need to do a clean sweep on this house and relabel that entire breaker box. All right, so we flipped through the breakers and just ended up turning the main breaker off. So I'll show you guys here. Since everything was so poorly marked, we just flipped the main and that just killed everything. Solves the problem. Done deal. Fourth time's the charm. No power, nothing. So we're good to work on this thing now. So I've never taken one of these apart, but it doesn't look too difficult. You've got, see, a black and a red from here come into the switch on the far ends, and then a black and a red that come into here from the well pump. So this line right here goes to our well pump, and this line right here goes to the house distribution panel. Hey, Looky Dukes.
Dar.
All right, Luke, back up.
Go.
All right, so we're just gonna start by pulling these wires out of this thing. No, back up.
Dar.
Don't mess anything up, please.
Dar. K.
Huh?
K.
K? What are you saying K for? That's not K.
Hey, Dad, if you need an extra flashlight, then here.
Thank you, sis.
Oh, the school supplies.
All right, so there's the house power wires. Here is the well power wires.
So Mom is right above.
And then we have 2 grounds, one for each side, here and here. Please don't touch anything, Ava. All right, so we got the old pressure switch off, getting ready to put the new pressure switch on. And anytime you're dealing with water and threaded connections, you really want to have some Teflon tape to put in there. And so I'll show you guys kind of a bit of a pro tip, that's what you would call, when you put this pressure tape on. And if I had a pen, I could show you how to do it in tight quarters. We're just going to do it the difficult way here. You want to make sure that you put it on and wrap it, so that when you're threading on whatever it is you're putting on, it threads on in the same rotation as the tape, so it doesn't come undone. So we'll do that here. Just put this tape on. Here we go. There we go. Good enough. All right. Then here's this nice new pressure switch. Nice and clean. So we'll thread this dude on here. I don't know if that's going to be tight enough, but I also don't know if getting it any tighter is going to be problematic. There we go. Plenty good enough. Perfect. All right. Okay, this should do it. We got the new pressure switch on, got it all wired up. You can see here it's in the same wiring configuration as I found it. And again, this is the side that comes from the house distribution panel. This is the side that comes from the well outside. And I guess while we're down here, I'll kind of give you guys an overview of our incredibly messy water filtration system down here. So this is the bladder tank. This is what keeps the pressure ideally around 60 psi. One thing I do still need to check is the pressure on this bladder tank. Matter of fact, probably go ahead and do that. I've got this tire gauge that I use for like our vehicle tires, so let's see how well it works here. Hook it up. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. No, I'll probably have to get a specialty one for that. But anyway, so water comes in through this black line here, goes down into the pressure tank. Like I said, the pressure tank maintains it around 60 psi. Pushes it up and through the house, and then over here we have our two sand filters. And this black tank down here, all this black stuff you see, that's actually potassium permanganate. And the way this works is the water comes through these sand filters and uses the potassium permanganate to help oxidize any iron that's in the water from the groundwater. And you also have manganese in water, but I don't really know with this system if it does a super good job of filtering out manganese, but certainly iron. And then we have our water softener tank here. But it all works together basically to strip iron out of the water so that you don't get that like egg smell, and then it also doesn't taste very irony. And we have found, and I don't know if it's just because these tanks are old, they were here when we got the house. I've worked on it a few times. We had a guy come out and look at it and said they were still in pretty decent shape. But we've noticed that when we run out of iron fighter salt, we still get a little bit of iron taste in the water, but it's not terrible at all, like some wells are, or well water is. And then back there is our water heater. So I'm gonna go ahead, go back upstairs, kick the power on, and see what we get. Did you guys get to see it kick on? Oh yeah, we're definitely kicking on and off here. Yep. So that should do it. From here, we just put the cap back on this dude. Screw it down a little bit. That should do it. We have water. All right, guys, that should do it for this video. Haven't really put out a whole lot here recently. There is an update on the chicken tractor coming. The PVC one didn't work out, so we are actually building a new one. Be a video on that here coming out pretty soon. I've got to finish wrapping up making it this weekend, and we'll get that put out here on the channel for everybody to see. We are currently in the middle of June, so we've got about a little bit less than a month before our chickens get here. So we still got to get our brooder built. We got to finish up this chicken tractor. We got to get the feeder built and the bucket for water, all the little feeder nipples and that. So we still got a lot of work to do between now and then to get all that stuff sorted out. But just wanted to give you guys an update on one of the small projects that pop up around here from time to time. So see you guys next time.